nobody got time, ain't nobody got time, ain't nobody got time for that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we's here. Let me make sure. Okay. Wow, it really does. It really does make it look dark in my room. Like the natural light, the clouds just make everything look even spookier. But in all serious though, it's kind of gloomy outside, so that's why natural lighting is not working out the best for me here. So let's go ahead and get started with today's chapter of My Hero Academia. Yo, peoples, Kyushu92 here to bring you. Well, hold on, let me get chat back up here for you guys, just so you guys can actually see it on the screen. But last we left off with My Hero Academia, it pretty much ended with Midoriya going out on his own. In April, it says that he left the academy. So, like, Deku's just gone. He's just left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to full screen this, and then we're going to move on from here with chapter 307. Been a while. And we see a devastated city. And one panel says, jailbreakers showed up in the South Ward yesterday, but everyone else got assigned to emergency zones elsewhere. And there's Midoriya just walking around. No, that's not Midoriya. My bad. I didn't even read the names. It's one of the dudes that they fought during the training tournaments and exams earlier. The guy that voices Kirito in the English dub, that guy. Yoshindo Grant. Well, his name is Yoshindo from Ketsubutsu Academy, Hero Course 3rd year. We've got to guide the stragglers out of here. It'll resolve the situation quick. Let's resolve the situation quickly. Then we have Ketsubutsu Academy, Hero Course 3rd year, Tatami Nakagame, Turtleneck. His hero name is Grand, while her heroine name is Turtleneck. The only ones left are bound to be a bunch of stubborn hardliners. Then Yo just says, I'll tackle this negotiation with a charming smile, just like Joke Sensei would. This is gonna... Then she says, this is gonna suck. These two debuted in Volume 12. Bakugo refused to shake Yo's hand. Then continuing on, we hear more talking. Anyway, let's get this over with. They're holed up in the Taguchi building. Let's get going. I want to make sure that I pronounce these well enough for you guys. Hang on a sec, yo. And then they're at the Taguchi building. And then there are people in there. They're sending us kids now, huh? Well, you wasted a trip. Buzz off. And then Yo says, but it's quite dangerous here and your provisions won't last forever. Please come with us and take shelter at Ketsubutsu Academy. Then one of them says, and once everyone's crammed in the school, what happens when those devils decide to attack there? You kids think you can do a darn thing about it? When they came from my shop, I gave those suckers a taste of their own medicine. Our eyes are open wide now. A man's got to protect his hometown. We ain't putting our lives in anyone else's hands. And then Yo says, if they were only coming for money and valuables, that would be one thing. But Jailbreaker and those Nomu are a different story. Someone witnessed the carnage yesterday not far from here. When you're up against someone driven solely by violence, well, even the pros would get slaughtered by things that far removed from humanity. Like I said, we don't got faith in heroes, only ourselves. And this is all because of pretty much a lot of the stuff that's happened over the past few months and Dabi's big speech about trying to bring down heroes and trying to make the heroes look bad. This is what it's basically come to. Citizens don't have faith in heroes anymore. Like I said, we don't got faith in heroes, only ourselves. All you heroes act so high and mighty, thinking you can force people to live their lives one way or another. And then Yo says, we're simply more proficient at combat than you fine people. Please allow us to protect you. Oh yeah? Look at what's come of trusting smooth lines like that. Look, we ain't seeing eye to eye, so go home, kid. Our days of relying on heroes are over. And I guess... And then Tatami says,
That sucked. Serious suckage, yo. Suck City!
and then Yo is just gritting his teeth. Just thinking, slowly saying to himself, one little hit from my vibrate quirk and that whole tower would be rubble. God, I would have dragged them out of there by force if we were allowed.
That sucked.
And then Tatami gets a call on her phone.
Psst. Call from Makabe.
How long are the cell towers even gonna last?
You two gotta run, he's nearby.
Huh?
Itajiro spotted him with his own eyes. He's headed your way. We won't make it in time, so get out of there now.
And then they're all looking on as something flies through the air. He's coming! Jailbreaker. Who is Jailbreaker? Oh, Jailbreaker is Muscular. Hey, let's play. And, yeah, it's Muscular. Just two of you? That's not enough. Got any pals around? And then Yo says, Tatami, get word to Sensei that we need backup and evacuate the civilians.
What about you, Yo?
I'll demolish him. And then Muscular comes down and says, I love it out here in the free world. And then the citizens that were in the Taguchi building earlier are watching all this stuff happening out there. Then the old man that was in there says, our town's already torn apart. No more. Because he's getting ready to try and go. This is Muscular. I don't know what type of I don't know what type of villains or bad guys that this old man has been fighting, but he's not beating Muscular. He's not going to do anything to Muscular. This is Muscular. And then Tatami comes in saying,
wait, you can't stand up to that blood-crazed villain. You have to run.
And then they all just ran past her. And then another citizen says, too bad you ain't our boss.
We don't want you to die.
And then there's a massive boom sound. And then Tatami says, yo! And I think Muscular just kind of landed. No, there's a massive boom sound, and she looks out the window and sees Yo, and Muscular has him pinned. Come on, is that it? Spot a hero and you're bound to find 9 more. Sweet, guess the saying's true. And he proceeds to just crush Yo. And Yo is doing his best to use his vibrate quirk against Muscular, but it's not working. No use, little guy. I got 12,000 layers of muscle fiber as armor. No piddly power is gonna reach through my actual body. And then Yo says, that's so? Max Force leaves me immobilized for a while, but sometimes you just have to do what you had to do. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Well, sometimes you just have to do what you have to do. I wanna make sure that I say that right, so it's not sounding like I'm reading a mistranslation. That's my grammar error. That's me. If there's anything heroes ought to have at this point, it's a rock-hard spirit that refuses to bend or break. Your brain'll be a milkshake when I'm done. Tremoring Earth! And then he just causes a massive shock, a massive quake tremor. And then it shows Muscular literally covering his body in even more fibers, saying, in that case, I gotta bulk up my armor. And then Tatami is screaming, yo, no! Then the old man says, let's save that kid. And then Muscular says, time for a blood frenzy! And then all of a sudden, Muscular is punched aside by something into an adjacent building. Muscular No wonder my gift from the fourth wouldn't shut up. Yo, it's Midoriya! Hey, I know that voice! Next chapter hits April 4th. Yo. And I'm not saying the character's name, yo. I'm saying, yo, Midoriya is there. Are we about to have another Midoriya versus Muscular rematch? Ooh! I'm excited. I don't know about you guys. All right, what have you guys been talking about? This is the end of the chapter. Yeah, this is the end of chapter 307. This dude really looks like Deku. To me, he kind of looks like Deku. That's why I got confused. Honestly, forgot everything about the girl. I forgot of which. I think she can pull her limbs into her body. That's why she's called either her limbs or just her head. That's why she's called Turtleneck. Okay. Random Boy says the girl's quirk is folding herself into her own body. Okay, so I was right. I was going through my mental catalog of different people's quirks. Her quirk is just like Shigaraki's. I mean, there is the other girl who can separate her limbs, but Turtleneck can't do that. That's a completely different student. But yeah, it looks like we might be getting another Muscular versus Deku fight. But the thing about this is Deku is a lot stronger since then. He is a lot stronger since the Wild Wild Pussycats camping trip. They are, Muscular thinks that just because he can cover himself in 12,000 muscle fibers for armor in order to stand up to Yo's Quake quirk, yeah, you're dealing with a Midoriya who has since then grown even exponentially stronger than then, and then now has access to not just the super strength and speed, but he has access to multiple quirks now. So we're gonna be getting Deku versus Muscular Part 2. Just like Karma says, Deku versus Muscular Part 2. Muscular is fast. Yes, he is fast. But Midoriya has a lot more up his sleeve. I don't know. This is about to be fun. I will say that much. This was a pretty good chapter. There was a lot of exposition here. Like this chapter was mainly just moonlighting and showing that citizens really don't have faith in heroes anymore. I mean, it's currently April right now. In their time. It's April in their time. And people don't have faith in heroes. And you got this one old guy in a building saying like, hey, some people tried to mess up my shop and I gave them a taste of their own medicine. So we can't rely on heroes to do the fighting for us. We got to rely on ourselves. Not realizing that just because you beat a couple of dudes from taking out your shop doesn't mean that you're ready to take on full-fledged murderous quirk-wielding individuals. It does not mean that. I mean, I understand the idea. I understand the position that these people may be in. It is starting to actually get brighter outside. I understand how these people may be feeling concerning it, but there's a reason why these heroes go out of their way to put themselves in the line of duty to face off against these villains, because they're trained to do it. These citizens, just because you can beat up on somebody does not mean that you're skilled enough to beat up on someone who actually has training. It's like me saying that I beat up a person that tried to break into my house. And I have limited combat experience. Well, just because I have limited combat experience does not mean, and I beat up those people, does not mean that I'm just gonna, come out all right against someone who does have combat versus a person who does have actual combat experience. You should start reading One Piece and My Hero in the same stream. Nope, because I like to separate them. That's not gonna happen. But it's like this mentality of citizens. It's like this mentality of citizens have gotten to the point where some of them just don't just don't have faith in heroes, so they think that, well, we can do the same job that these heroes are doing and we don't have to rely on them to do anything. But they lack the training, they lack the coordination, they lack the they lack the ability to, plan and do these things. Heroes have training. They literally have literal classes on how to do this. Practice. Years of practice on saving other people's lives. Not just defending themselves, but doing it for the sake of other people. And these citizens are thinking, well, since I can beat up these people, that means that we gotta defend ourselves. Not realizing that the very worst person that they could ever try and hope and come across to fight is an individual who has a long history of just mass murder. So, and the thing is, Yo and Tatami are trying their best to try and convince these people. People not trusting heroes anymore is so stupid. Well, here's the thing. And I'm not trying to compare citizens of our world to the people of My Hero Academia, but when you think about it, just how much faith do they have in heroes if this incident, now mind you, this incident between Shigaraki and the rest of the heroes was massively devastating, and the big, long, drawn-out speech from Toya, if it was enough to sway their mindsets on their views of heroes, did they really have the absolute utmost faith in heroes in the first place? If they got to if the citizens got to this point where they think, well, we can do a better job than heroes, we don't need to rely on heroes anymore, we can do this ourselves. Did they really have full faith in these heroes in the first place to protect them? There's a reason why when this infighting started between citizens and villains that were broken out by All for One, there's a reason why when citizens tried to rise up and fight these quirk-using individuals, there was devastations wherever it happened, and multiple casualties, because these people are just that. People. Civilians. Citizens. They are not trained officers, they are not heroes, they are not people who have quirks that are capable of fighting on par with these villains. These are just everyday, ordinary people. And now, because their faith in heroes has been shaken, they now think that they can do the job that these heroes have literally been doing for years. Some have even sacrificed their very lives to make sure that little Timmy and small little Susie can go to school or go to their grandma's house. And these citizens think that they have what it takes to replace the heroes because they lack the faith in heroes anymore. Okay, just let Deku leave. Let him leave. Let Deku leave. Just let him take Yo and let him take Tatami away from it. And just let him fight. Let him fight. Let them fight. Let them fight. Let them fight against Muscular. Just let them fight against Muscular. Not a single one is going to come back alive. Why? Because one, they don't have the training or the capabilities. You could have all the good intentions of wanting to protect yourself, but if you are not able, or physically capable, or mentally able to protect yourself, you're not going to. There's a certain level of preparedness that you have to be in order for you to... there's multiple things that have to go up in your head when you're assessing whether you want to take on a person or not. Especially if it's an individual who has quirks that give them super strength, super durability. It makes it very, very difficult for regular guns to even injure this person. Remove the pro heroes for a week and they'll start begging for them to come back. Exactly, Karma. These citizens get their faith gets shaken just a little bit in heroes. And the thing is, the whole speech that Toya gave was really directed at Endeavor, yet it was trying to bring down heroes, and people just ran with it. And this is what we get now. We get citizens who think they can do what heroes can do, and think that, oh, you may be here to help us. We don't need your help. You ain't our boss. You don't get to tell us where to go. Like, you got these two students who are still students, third years, just wanting to help and direct them to a location where they will be safer. Because these people are just held up in a building, in an abandoned city. They're just in a building, just there. Just holed up in a building. They got no plan. They're going to be running low on rations and provisions if they keep going the route that they're going. And I don't spot a single user, I don't spot a single person among them that looks like they would ever be able to take on Muscular. So, you got these two students who are just doing their jobs. They're just doing their jobs. They're just told to go out there, find people, and bring them back. Yeah, you got these individuals thinking that we don't need you. What? Bruh, is you high? And then we find out that Jailbreaker is just in the city, and you try and warn them that this guy's coming, and they're thinking like, no, we don't need your help, we'll handle this ourselves. Like, it's like taking a papier-mâché person, sticking them in front of the barrel of a railgun, and then hoping that they're able to withstand the shot of the railgun when it fires. It's like they have absolutely no hope of going up against Muscular. Deku does. Showing up and rescuing Yo before Muscular can kill him, Deku has it. I mean, he literally just clearly punched Muscular off to the side and punched him into another building. So Deku has what it takes to go up against Muscular. All the other citizens? No. Let me see what you say. What you said. Deku acts so different. Deku is colder now, and I like it. I feel like Deku is no longer just like this happy-go-lucky kid no more like he used to be. He is now, I feel like with him leaving UA, I feel like he's just embraced the, I wouldn't even go as far to say anti-hero. That mask has to go. No, it can stay. It's fine. But with the way with the way he says, no wonder my gift from the fourth wouldn't shut up. So I'm guessing that's the danger sense going off. It's fine. The mask is fine. Because maybe he has it so people can't recognize him. Maybe he's going off on his own doing what he wants to do with the mask so people can't recognize him. You know, superhero identities, secret identities. Could be the reason why he still has the mask on. Until it gets blown off in some sort of fight and they actually find out who he is. But overall, good chapter. I enjoyed it. And with Midoriya stepping up, we are going to be getting Muscular versus Midoriya. Only this time, it's not going to be Midoriya struggling against Muscular. It's going to be Muscular struggling against Midoriya. Because, your boy Deku got strong over the years. And it literally has been years. Danger Sense can detect danger from anywhere. That's pretty much the quirk that he has from the fourth user of One for All. I mean, he literally can just sense danger. It doesn't exactly give a limit on how far it can go out, but the fact that he says he can sense Muscular all this time. We don't know the extent of the danger sense quirk, nor its range, but the fact that he was up on the building, on this high up building, and he could sense Muscular all the way down there below in the end of the last chapter when he says a giant villain. It has some range. So, that's that. But overall, I enjoyed this chapter. Did it get me out of my seat? No. But it feels like we're going to be seeing Deku in a bit of a different heroic type light. I feel like he's going to be doing his thing, but not in the extent of following the rules of an actual hero. So, who knows what's going to happen? Who knows what the opinions of the people are going to be like when Deku's done with Muscular? But we'll have to see in the next, well, pretty much the next chapter, which also hits on April 4th. So we're not getting any breaks from One Piece or My Hero Academia. So we'll just have to see. But I enjoy this chapter nonetheless. But that's all I got for you guys. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And I just feel like I really want to thank you guys for helping this channel get to the level that it is, of where it is. It is a great honor for me to do these reactions for you guys and these reviews and all these videos and everything that's on my channel. It's just a full-on honor for me to do all this for you guys. I completely enjoyed, and I don't see myself stopping anytime soon. So with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. If you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day, and once again, as always, later, peoples! That's right, Karma, almost 2K! Just a little bit further.